Guys, she's in a skirt. She's in a skirt. Spring is officially on its way. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I feel like this is such a spring outfit. I'm absolutely adoring this vibe. This is the M jumper that you would have seen in a recent haul, and the H&M slip skirt, which I have gotten so much wear out of already. Actually, I absolutely adore this, and of course complete with my slippers because I'm never without my Uggs. I'm currently just having my morning coffee and feeling so good this morning. The sun is shining, I'm in such a good mood, and I have had the most exciting delivery arrive today that I cannot wait to show you. So we're just gonna jump straight into it in today's video because you already would have seen it from the title, so there's no point in skirting around it. But today I am going to be unboxing my dream handbag, and I have it right here in front of me, and I feel like this needs a little bit of a story time because this wasn't actually a purchase that I was planning. And normally when it comes to designer bags, I am normally quite good at kind of like planning in advance, you know, being very curated with my bags. I don't really make a lot of impulse purchases, and this is probably one of the only impulse purchases I've ever made when it comes to handbags. So it is a little Saint Laurent baby, and something I've definitely kind of realized recently is that Saint Laurent is a brand that just really speaks to me. I think it's safe to say that Saint Laurent is probably my favorite designer brand at the moment. I just absolutely adore everything that they do. I find their prices are fairly kind of fair in the like designer game. I don't find their prices too outrageous. I find the quality of all of their items really good, like such top-notch quality. I've never had any issues with any of the items from them that I have in my collection. I find their styles really timeless, really classic. And in terms of like investments, whenever I talk about investment pieces, I'm never really someone that buys bags with the forethought of, is this going to make money, can I sell it later down the line? But I buy bags for cost per wear, and you guys know I talk about cost per wear a lot, and I just want to make sure that it's an investment in my own wardrobe, and it's something that's really going to get the wear in my own wardrobe myself. And I feel like this has definitely been one of those bags. Now the reason why I wasn't planning on purchasing this is because I actually have a different kind of style and colour in mind for my next designer purchase, but Susie Benaldi put this up on her Depop. And if you don't know Susie, she used to be called Hello October. She's a fellow YouTuber. She's absolutely gorgeous, has a really stunning bag collection, and she was doing a bit of a wardrobe clear out recently, as we all are with spring. And this is basically a bag that she decided she just wasn't getting the use out of and wanted to make sure that it went to a better home. So I dropped her a message and said, I am so interested in this beauty. And within a day, we'd made a deal and I had bought her. So this is actually courtesy a la Susie Benaldi. So thank you, Susie, for selling me your beautiful baby, because honestly, I'm so in love with her. And you guys know I'm so big when it comes to pre-loved, when it comes to, you know, shopping secondhand, especially when it comes to designer goods. I'm never against that, and especially if it's something that has been really well kept. Like, you've got the original packaging, you know that it's authentic, you've got all the cards and all that jazz. I am so for it, especially if you can get it for a really great price. And I just had to jump at this because Susie was offering this for a really good price, and I've never seen this bag being offered at that price, so I just knew I had to snap it up. And it's a colour that I feel like I can really get the use out of, especially over the next few months. So I feel like we should just jump straight into this because I've been wanting this style of bag for so long now. Are you ready for this? Because I don't feel like I'm ready for this. And here she is in all of her glory. Oh my word. So it is the Sac de Jour in the gorgeous creamy beige colour. I'm not entirely sure what they exactly call it online. I think they refer to this as beige, but it's a really stunning, like really warm neutral colour, and I've had my eye on a Sac de Jour for so long. I've been wanting to add one into my wardrobe because I feel like it really just epitomises my style. It really goes well with my wardrobe, with my kind of like fashion sense. You guys know what I'm like with my designer bags. I have quite a strict criteria, and this does hit all of the criteria, and the pristine condition of this for the price was absolutely insane. I mean, Susie hasn't even taken off the little bits on the feet, and I do really love the fact that this comes with feet. I know that she bought it originally from Farfetch as well, so it's got all the like original Farfetch packaging in here. We've got the authenticity card. I think she's used it maybe once or twice, but there is literally almost no marks to it, which makes me so happy. I'm definitely gonna have to be careful with this bag, because you guys know what I'm like when it comes to designer bags, when it comes to knocking them about and utilizing them, and I just really make sure to get their worth. So oh my god, I didn't realize it comes with a little, oh how cute is that? Oh, I'm absolutely in love. And then it also has the crossbody as well, so I believe this is the mini size in the sac de jour, which I definitely think is the size for me. I maybe would have like looked at a small. If I was maybe buying new and wanted to go in store, I might have tried it on a small just to see size comparison, just to see kind of like what it looks like on me. But you guys know what I'm like. You know that I like my bags to be like able to fill a lot of stuff but not too much. I don't want them to like overpower me. I'm such a small human that I like them to just be like little bags to have on my body. So I definitely think this is going to be the kind of bag that I get a lot of wear out of this spring summer. I'm really loving my lighter bags. You guys know I have so many black bags in my collection, and I really am wanting to steer a little bit clear of that with any new bag purchases that I make. I'm wanting to make sure that they are bags that I don't already have in my collection, colours that I feel like I may be lacking or that I could maybe use more of, and I feel like this is definitely that colour for me. And I really feel like this is a bag that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this spring summer. She is just so beautiful. So just to give you guys a little idea of how the bag looks, I feel like this outfit is the perfect outfit that I could have worn today to have gone with my new little baby, but she is just so gorgeous. Like this really is the perfect size for me. I know big bags are in at the moment, but I feel like when it comes to trends, you guys know what I always talk about, you want to be able to make a trend your own, and you only want to be able to follow trends if it's something that reflects your personal style, something that feels very you. And I feel like big bags just aren't very me. This kind of small little, you know, I mean, I would personally call this medium size because it looks fairly medium on me, but it is a very small bag. I find these are much more me, and they just feel so much more my style. So I absolutely love how she looks. I think she is just gorgeous and goes so well with this kind of outfit. Really tonal, spring-like outfit she's going to look absolutely beautiful with. And then just to give you a bit more of an idea of what she looks like, so in terms of condition, she's absolutely pristine. Susie did say that there was a small mark here, which I can see, but to be perfectly honest, it's like at the back. I will probably mark it a lot more as soon as I start wearing it. So it's quite simple in terms of design. It's actually a very lightweight bag for a leather handbag, which I really like about it. It doesn't actually have much like detail inside. It doesn't have a closure or anything like that, and it doesn't have any pockets. So you could maybe look at getting a little bag organizer for this if you wanted to. You guys know the one that I use off Amazon. I can link that down below. They do it in small as well, and maybe a mini. So I reckon that would fit really nicely. So we've obviously got the little chain here. Does this open? Oh my god, it does as well. That is so cute. We've got that there, and then as I said, it does have feet at the bottom, so it's not going to get ruined, which I absolutely love. And I just love how simple the design feature is. Obviously my other bags have the big YSL on it. This is the only one that just has the little classic Saint Laurent, which I really like. So such a stunning bag, so simple and elegant, and a bag that I've been wanting to add into my collection for a really long time. I feel like the sac de jours are really having their moment at the moment, and they are not going anywhere. But you know what time it is now? The ceremonious adding to the shelves time. So we've got a little gap ready and waiting for her. I'm thinking she should just sit here near the mulberry. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, she looks so cute. Actually, this is quite useful in terms of size reference if you're wondering how big it is. This is next to the mini Bayswater from Mulberry, so slightly smaller, which I was kind of expecting them to be the same size, but it's really interesting to see. Like, it doesn't bother me that it's smaller at all. Really interesting to see them side by side. So that is my new little baby in her new little home. Anyway, I do also have a few new pieces to show you now that we've got the bag excitement out of the way. I've been picking up a few new pieces from one of my fave brands when it comes to like spring summer styling. I feel like they really come into their own in spring summer. They have some really gorgeous pieces, and quite a few pieces that I've had in my wardrobe for like years, maybe 2, even 3 years from like springs and summers gone, and that is Revolve. You guys know I'm a big fan of Revolve. I mean, I do love their pieces in like autumn, winter, but I feel like spring, summer, they just they hit the mark in another way. It's so hard to describe, but I just absolutely love almost everything that they bring out in spring summer. I've been adding in a few new pieces into my wardrobe that I think would really kind of like elevate my spring style, so I thought I could show you what I've picked up. Okay, so I feel like all of these items are pieces that are just really going to serve me well for spring summer, so I think I'm going to start with what's probably something that I've been missing most in my spring styling, and I feel like it's an item that is really crucial in a spring wardrobe, and that is a pair of leather shorts. Now these are actually feeling really stiff. I think there's like cardboard in there that I need to take out. There is indeed. So these are a gorgeous pair of belted leather shorts. I'm absolutely in love with them, and you can tell by the packaging that they're a really high quality pair. Like, these were not cheap when it comes to leather shorts. So what I will do is, if you are looking for a new pair of leather shorts, but maybe your budget doesn't quite stretch, you don't want to spend that amount of money, I will see if I can find some similar and link them down below, so maybe cheaper alternatives. But I wanted to pick up like a really classic pair, the kind of pair that I will not have to rebuy for years and years to come, and they will last in my wardrobe for absolutely ages. And when I saw these on Revolve, I just thought they were absolutely perfect. They kind of hit the mark for me and tick all the boxes that I would want for like leather shorts. They're not too short, which I really like that about them. They're kind of like flare out a little bit, almost look a little bit like a skater skirt, but not quite like a skater skirt. And I just find with shorts that's very flattering, especially if you're like me and you're quite curvy. If you've got a smaller waist and bigger thighs, hips, bum and all that jazz, then it's definitely a lot more flattering. Now I decided to pick this up in a large because I figured it would be a lot better for it to be bigger and me belt it in and cinch it in at the waist rather than too small, especially because it already comes with a belt. I really like this belt. It's actually a really nice one. You could definitely take this off and use this on other maybe like dresses or coats or even jeans. I quite like the look of this, but if you wanted to, you could also remove the belt and put your own, because it obviously does have the silver hardware, so it does mean that depending on what bag you're using, most of my bags have gold hardware. I think the only bag with silver hardware is my YSL college bag. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly. So if I did want to wear this with gold hardware, then I would probably change out the belt, but I just thought this was such a gorgeous pair of shorts for spring. So ignoring the fact that these need a definite steam, they've been very creased up from the journey, I'm in love with them. Absolutely in love. They are just gorgeous. I am definitely glad with the size that I went for, so I got them in a large. I kind of fluctuate on Revolve between a medium and a large when it comes to bottoms. I struggle sometimes with knowing which one to go for. Sometimes when I've gone for a large, it's been like way too big around my waist. But I wanted to make sure that these were looser and not tighter, and I'm very glad that I went for a large. So definitely size up in these, because they actually like look a little bit loose on my legs, which I always find looks so flattering. Just when you have that little bit of extra room, makes your legs look longer and smaller, which is always the aim. I get so many comments from people on YouTube being like, how tall are you? Because you say you're petite, but you look tall in your videos. I'm like, guys, it's just the clothes I wear. I'm 5 foot. So you guys know the aim is always to look as tall as possible in all of our clothes. Now in terms of the waist, actually without the belt, it's not too loose, so I could probably get away with wearing it without a belt if I wanted to. But I do really like the design detail of the belt, but it's just nice to know that that's a option if I want. And I love the length of them as well. They're like a really nice mid-calf length, not too long, not too short. I think they look really cute. Now I'm kind of envisioning wearing them with like a black roll neck, maybe some black tights if it's still cold enough, and like a blazer over the top. I love that kind of vibe. I think that looks really cool. But I definitely think these are going to be the kind of shorts that I get a lot of wear out of in spring. I think they can be styled up with boots and blazers, or they could be styled down with trainers and little jackets chucked over the top. I think they're a really versatile item to add into your spring wardrobe, and I'm absolutely obsessed with these. And then next up, I picked up this stunning white blouse. And I feel like Revolve do blouses so well. Like, I genuinely have never found another brand that compares to Revolve's blouses. It's just this really gorgeous. It's going to be so difficult to show you with the lights. I think you're going to have to wait to the cutaway to be able to see what it looks like on, but it's basically this stunning sweetheart neckline kind of peplum style blouse. And I feel like these kinds of blouses are so key in a spring wardrobe, just paired with like blue jeans and some maybe white trainers. I absolutely love them. I love adding little white blouses into my wardrobe. Now I picked this up in a medium. It is looking a little bit big, but I'm hoping hoping it's going to be okay when I put it on because it is very elasticated. So I'm hoping it's going to fit all right once we try it on. But you guys know how I feel about a sweetheart neckline. It's just my absolute favourite, and I feel like this is going to be a top that I can reach for a lot in spring. It can be styled up or styled down, and you know that's my favourite colour top. Oh my goodness, how adorable is this top? This is just the cutest thing ever. Now I've just styled it up with jeans because this is kind of how I envisioned wearing it. I'm not sure if I'm loving it with the like mum style jean. Maybe I'd be better off with like a skinny jean, maybe a leather look legging, something a little tighter on the bottom. Because of the peplum style, it does come out a little bit at your waist, so I do feel like it's making me look a little bit wide with these jeans. But I just adore this neckline. It is so gorgeous, and the size is absolutely perfect. It did look a little bit big on the hanger, but actually now that I've got it on, it fits so nice. I think this is such a cute little spring top. This is the kind of thing that you could wear to so many different occasions. Like, it just looks so gorgeous. This is a perfect top where you don't know like the vibe and you don't know how dressed up people are going to be, because it could look quite dressy, it could look fairly cash, and that is my favourite kind of top. So I'll link this down below because I just think this is absolutely adorable. And then the last item I picked up, again, I feel like it's going to be so tricky to show you without doing the cutaway for the try on. So it's basically this kind of cut out sleeve jumper. It's kind of got this collar detail here, and then the sleeves come, so you've got these cut out shoulders, and you guys know how I feel about shoulders. I just love a cutout shoulder detail. I find it so elegant without being like too much flesh on show. I find it so gorgeous. And again, I'm just picturing this with a pair of like blue jeans. Maybe if you wanted to style it up a little bit, like black heeled boots, this could make a really nice like brunch with the girls kind of an outfit. And what I quite liked about this is it's actually a little bit thicker. It's like a jumpery kind of vibe, which is perfect for the UK because obviously, I mean, we are still in February, so I am getting quite ahead of myself in terms of spring. But I feel like I'm just ready for all the spring vibes. You know, we're embracing all the spring vibes right now, and I feel like this is perfect because it really does give off that like spring vibe. It really does kind of give that like seasonal element, but still keeps you nice and warm, which is ideal for the UK because it's still very chilly here. So I thought this would be such a cute little number to add into my wardrobe. Again, a perfect jeans and a nice top. Okay, now this top is amazing. I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm not gonna lie, it needs to come with a bloomin' instruction manual because it's taken me about 10 minutes to work out how to get it on properly and like go through the right holes and stuff and make it look how it looks now. But now that I've got it on, I am absolutely in love with it. I love the way that it makes your shoulders pop. You guys know how I feel about shoulders. I absolutely love them, but I also have spoken a lot about the fact that I have very slopey shoulders and I don't like how my shoulders look a lot of the time, but I love how it makes my shoulders look. I feel like it really kind of like just makes them look a little bit broader and a little bit more like something. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it's long sleeved as well because it means it's a little bit warmer. You're not going to get too chilly having your shoulders out. I think this is such a gorgeous top, and I love the way that it kind of crisscrosses over your neck. Obviously I don't have any jewellery on today, but you could maybe wear it with like a long pendant or just let it speak for itself and do the talking. I think it really is one of those tops that is just gorgeous. This really is the perfect jeans and a nice top. I could totally imagine this for like a date night. I could also picture it styled with these jeans, maybe a pair of trainers and just my new little baby. And that would be a perfect just like daytime, you know, going shopping or going for lunch with the friends in kind of like springtime, and then maybe you could just chuck like a blazer over the top for a little extra layer. But I think this is such a gorgeous top. I'm absolutely in love with it. Can't tell you how happy it makes me when I get to walk in here and the sun is just shining through. The way that the light hits this flat really is my favorite thing about where we live. It honestly just makes me so happy. It is a couple of days later than when I last left you. It is currently Monday morning and we still have the back end of a bit of a storm that we've had over the weekend. If you're around the UK, you'll know we've had Storm, is it Eunice? I think it is. Storm Eunice, who has been scuppering a lot of plans, affecting a lot of things. So I'm really, really sorry if you can hear a bit of wind. Obviously, because we're in a block of flats, we do get hits a little bit more than probably most people who are in like houses or lower floors or anything like that. So I do apologise if you can hear a bit of wind in the background, but it's been a couple of days since I last picked up the camera and I feel like we have a lot to catch up on. I'm just currently having my morning coffee and I've just been getting ready for the day. You would have seen that I was arranging some flowers, which I've got right here, some really beautiful spring flowers. I actually got them because I went down at the weekend to my family's and I obviously had done a bit of a clear out recently, so I gave some clothes to like some friends and some family members, and I got really sweetly some flowers from my family who I gave some bits to, so that was really, really kind of them. And I always say, like, I don't ever expect you to like give me flowers because I'm really happy that I can, like, you know, give you pieces that I know you're gonna love. So that was really, really lovely, and I've just been arranging them this morning. So the weekend was really, really lovely, going and seeing some family, and we also did a little bit of shopping. And this vlog is a little bit of a spenny one. I feel like there's been a lot of big purchases in this video, but we popped into town, Alex and I, and he asked to like go past the Apple store, which isn't abnormal. He loves walking past it. He loves going in, having a play on whatever new iPad or gadget has come out. And we decided to have a little look at the Apple Watches, and that's something that I've been talking about for a little while, saying that I've wanted an Apple Watch and that I think I might like get myself one eventually. And we were having a little play, we were trying them on, and a little bit spare at the moment, we both decided to buy ourselves one. So I am now the proud owner of an Apple Watch, which I'm very, very excited about, and I actually have a message. Be gone. So I'm really, really excited to have picked that up for myself. So I decided to go for the smaller watch face, probably pretty understandably because I have very, very small wrists. And I've just gone for the time being with this kind of like nudie strap. I think the face that I've gone for is called Starlight. It's like a silvery colour, but it's like so difficult to show because I've kind of got to do that. Maybe that's better. It's like a silvery colour around the outside. And actually I was really glad that I went in and tried them on, because I think if you'd have asked me what colour face would you go for, I would have said black, because I would have thought that would go with more. But actually when I tried the black on, it just looked a little bit masculine on my wrist. And that's no shade to anyone that has a black Apple Watch. It just looked a little bit too masculine, and I like it to look quite like feminine, quite dainty. And I just kind of preferred the look of the Starlight one. And even though it's technically a silver, it doesn't really look silver in my opinion, especially next to the beigey watch. I feel like it really warms up the tone of the metal. So I've put this watch strap on for now, because obviously they just come with regular watch straps, but I am thinking of picking myself up something that's a little bit more elevated. So let me know the best places. If you have an Apple Watch, or if you know the best places to look for a strap, let me know, because I don't want to spend too much money on it. But I'm thinking maybe just like a gold chain, because I keep lifting this up to my face. Siri keeps wanting to talk to me. I'm thinking maybe like a gold chain. One thing I am really worried about this one actually is it going orange for my fake tan. So obviously I fake tan a lot, and because it's such a light shade and because it's rubber, it will mark pretty easily. Also, I haven't shown you today's jumper yet. This is a warehouse one that I picked up a little while ago, and I literally haven't gotten the wear out of it. So when I was getting dressed this morning, I saw this and I was like, oh, I just have to wear it because it's just so pretty. And I love the fact that it's warm. So obviously we've got a storm at the moment, so I do want to dress up warm, because it's like a big thick jumper, but it's very spring vibes with the kind of spring embroidered sleeves going on, so I absolutely love it. But yes, decided to pick ourselves up an Apple Watch. So we've already like synced them, we're already looking at each other's activity and like seeing if we can close our rings. I feel like it's like a whole new world that I'm like discovering with this watch, and one of the things I'm so excited about is to be able to use it on the tube. Obviously you can put your card on it and you can just like tap it on the tube. And we were both laughing yesterday, being like, honestly, if someone had said to me before, oh, it's such a pain getting your phone out and paying for the tube, I would have been like, really? Now I'm like, yeah, it is such a pain. Now I can just use my watch. So I'm really excited about so many of the features on it. And obviously a big part of it is the kind of like activity, how you can like monitor things. Alex works out a lot, so for him I think it's going to be a lot more like lifestyle, health and fitness focused. For me, I think I'm going to use it quite a lot for work actually. You know, you've got like pop-ups, like calendar things, messages can come through on here that I can just quickly check, like especially if I ever get messages from my manager. Sometimes I do miss them because when I'm filming I like to put my phone on silent so that it doesn't like disturb the video, but it means that I'll miss it. Whereas if I've got it on my watch, even if my watch is on silent, I'll be able to feel the vibration, so I can kind of just quickly check without having to like, you know, turn off the notifications and put it on silent and all of that jazz. So I'm so excited to have gotten this. So this really is a bit of a spenny video. There's been some big purchases in this video, but this is something that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a really long time, and both the bag and the watch, I just thought, you know what, just go for it because you deserve it. So that is exactly what I did. So I'm absolutely in love with it. I just put on like a little clock face for now, but you can put on like loads of different faces. You can do like photos, things like that. I'm sure 99% of you probably already have, maybe not 99%, I'm sure a lot of you already have an Apple Watch, and I literally sound like such a like novice talking about this. You're like, yeah, obviously Ellie, but this is so new to me, so I'm very excited about it. And I feel like everyone I've spoken to about Apple Watches have always said like, you can live your life perfectly fine without it. Like, you do not need an Apple Watch, but the second you get one, you can't imagine your life without it. And already it's been like 2 days and already I'm like, no, I agree, I completely see what you mean. So I'm very excited to have picked this up. So I feel like those are all the updates I have for you. Just been doing my morning makeup, getting myself ready this morning. I actually really sadly ran out of my favourite Laura Mercier moisturiser last night, so I need to open a brand new moisturiser. I might try the Avene one next. I'll have a little look what I've got in my collection, but I absolutely loved this. It's like fully empty now, so if you are looking for any moisturiser, I'd say this is much better for like a nighttime one, the Laura Mercier one. And I also actually picked up, which I'm so glad it arrived because I went about 4 days without it and I don't know how I did, the Revolution Hyla Boost. I absolutely adore this. It's just a like oily serum, but it's not, I don't know how to describe it because it's not oily. They describe it as a multi-weight serum, helps to hydrate and plump, and it's such a nice one. It's got like a little pipette and it's really lightweight, but it's so good at just adding that little extra layer of moisturizer without it being like sticky or oily or too much. Like, I feel like this is a drink for my skin, so I really love pairing this with my everyday makeup. Like, I literally, everyday makeup, everyday skincare, I literally use this morning and at night. So I'll link this down below. It's super affordable, but one of the best, hands down best skincare products I've ever invested in. I think it's like 17 quid and you can get it off ASOS, so I'll link this down below if you want to pick that up. But I now need to get sorted for the day. I feel like I've been rabbiting on at you. I had lots of updates to give you guys, lots of things to chat about, but I need to get on with my day. But I actually have some home updates to show you, which I feel like it's been a little while since we did some new home updates and I did a little bit of a home haul. I feel like I have gotten to quite a good point with the flat where I don't need to be like updating it as much as I used to be. Do you remember like maybe a year or so ago where almost every other video was something to do with like changing things up or new things in the flat and all that jazz? I feel like it's now gotten to a really good place that I don't need to be updating as much. However, especially with the new seasons, you guys know that I love adding in just a few little updates and a few little changes in order to kind of like embrace the new season. And if you haven't watched my getting ready for spring video, I would definitely recommend checking that out because that's like, will really get you in the kind of like spring home mood. I have a new order. So this is from a brand called Billy, and they have the most gorgeous home pieces. Like, they do stunning candles, and I was going through their Instagram the other day and I just fell in love. It took a little while for this to arrive because I believe they're a Australian, I think, based brand, but basically they do like homemade candles in the most gorgeous designs, like really unique designs. I know a lot of brands are doing kind of like candles at the moment, but I feel like they have some really cool designs I have not seen anywhere else. So I thought that we could just open it up together. Look how cute that is. So we've just got a little note with the candle care. Handcrafted sculptural candles made with natural soy wax blend. Each candle is individually hand poured in Sydney, Australia. It is Australia. Well done me. And it is all packaged so, oh my god, so beautifully. Look at that. Oh, that is so cute. Right, I'm gonna get the rustling out of the way and open these up. Okay, so I can't remember exactly which ones I picked up, but I will link them down below in terms of like the names and the sets, because they've all got really, really cool names, and some of them came as like a set, whereas some of them were individual. So I think I'm going to start with my favorite, because this one is just beautiful. Look at that. That is literally a work of art. This is the kind of candle that I just will never burn, because it is an actual work of art. The way that it just kind of like blends around, and it looks so expensive. And in terms of like candle brands, I feel like their prices are quite fair. I've seen some that have been like marked up loads, and others that are like maybe not made as well. I feel like these really, really high quality but not overly spenny candles, but they look so much more expensive than they are, and you guys know that that is my vibe when it comes to homeware. I love it to look expensive, but I don't always want to be like spending that huge price point. But I just fell in love with that. I can totally picture this on my shelves in the living room. I think that would look really, really nice, or maybe even on the shelves over here. Oh, I just love that. Okay, next we've got a cute little set of pillar candles. So we've got a big one and a small one, and I really, really like pillar candles, especially when they've been burnt a little bit and they look a little bit like worn. I feel like that just looks really cool for like a tablescape, or even on like just like a side table or something. I'll need to put these on like a little coaster, because obviously they don't have like bases or anything like that, but I really loved those. The kind of like texture on the pillar candles, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then we've actually also got a like thicker version pillar candle, which I really liked this one as well. I just love the texture on these. I think the texture is absolutely amazing. Honestly, 90% of these I'm not going to want to burn. In terms of scent, none of them have any scent, because they are just natural soy wax. So it's more just for like the aesthetic rather than the scent. I feel like if I want a nice smell in my home, I'll burn like my White Company candles, my Jo Malone candles. If I want them to look pretty, these ones are the ones for that. And then next, this is a design I have seen quite a lot, but I just really, really liked it. I thought it was really cool. It's this kind of like bubble, like circular, but in a rectangle vibe. I think this looks really, really cool. And this is great if you've maybe got like a lower space. I feel like when it comes to homeware, I talk about this a lot, but like stacking heights is a really, really great way to kind of like make your home look a lot more expensive, and make it look really curated and just really styled. And I feel like this is a great one if you need something that's a little bit lower. And then the last one to show you is another teeny tiny one. Look at that. It's this really cool like geometric shape. I think that looks absolutely amazing, and I feel like these would make such gorgeous presents for someone, like if you know someone that loves their home, and especially for the kind of person that has everything already, like you know that kind of person. Or if you don't know like what scent they like in candles, but you know that they like the aesthetic, these are absolutely gorgeous. So I will link to Billy down below, because I think these are such stunning pieces to like update your home with and have a little bit of a switch up. And obviously because they're so neutral, they're literally going to go with everything. So I want to get these styled up, get these up and place them about, and see what we can update and how it looks around my home. Okay, I've just been playing about with them, popping them around the flat, and as you can see, I've put the biggest one, the really gorgeous spirally one, down here, and I really like how it looks. I've always kind of felt like this shelf maybe needed just a little something extra, and I really like that. And obviously you guys know that when I film, this is kind of the corner you see, so I think it's a really, really nice just like little detail to add there. I absolutely adore how that looks. And then around the rest of the flat, so I've added the little bobbly one down here, and I think it looks really, really cute because it doesn't take away from the TV, but it's a nice way just to style up your TV stand. I do think I need to do a better job of styling up around here. Maybe I'll put it to the side instead of right in front, just to add a little bit of styling here. Yeah, I really, really like that. I think that looks really cute. It's just such a little bit of interest, but it's not too tall, it doesn't detract at all. And then over here, I've added the pillar ones, which I really, really like. I think that looks really cute. And then we just keep like coasters when we're not using them here as well. And I really love that kind of like three. You've obviously got the scent of the diffuser, but then the like aesthetic of the candles, which I absolutely adore. Last little update that I have just styled up is these two over here, which I really, really like how styled them. This is just a jewellery box with like spare jewellery, so I don't use this one every day, so it's okay to like put things on. This is just some old faux flowers that we've got, and I really, really like how they look. I love the fact that they're completely different textures. Obviously this one's a lot more geometric, this one's a lot more kind of like, you know, rounded and really, really pretty. So I just love how they look with the vanity. I always feel like I have to get quite far back to be able to show you what they look like, but I just love how this looks. Just very styled, very like minimal but not minimal, you know what I mean? Obviously we've got like pictures and stuff like that, but as I said, I love the rule of 3 where you've got the different heights. I adore that in my flat. I just think it makes things look so much more styled up and so much more curated. So love these so much. And also what I really like is the fact that they don't have a scent, so I'm not going to worry about like a strong smell in the bedroom. I know a lot of people don't like strong smells in their bedroom, so that's a really nice one just to put, to have them a little bit more, you know, aesthetic and curated. I love how that looks. Now I'm not gonna lie, one thing I am struggling a little bit with regards to my new watch is jewellery. I've just been having a little bit of a play about with my kind of everyday jewellery, because obviously you guys know I used to always wear the 2 Pandora snake chain bracelets on that wrist, but obviously because it's quite chunky, I'm not really sure. So I've currently just paired my Monica Vinader bangle, and I quite like it. It's a bit of a shame though, because I feel like the size of the bangle, maybe I should have gone up a size so that it could fit kind of like this side of the watch. No, I don't like it that side. I think maybe this side looks better, but I'm just not sure if it kind of goes, whether I should maybe put like more jewellery with it, whether it's the kind of thing that, thank you, whether it's the kind of thing that just you wear by yourself. But you guys know that I love my like stacks, I love my jewellery and stuff. Maybe it's one of those where when I get a new strap I will feel like it looks okay by itself, and maybe I should just update this wrist, because obviously I wear my Monica Vinader chain and my Pandora one on this one, so maybe I could have a little bit of a play about and a little bit of a change up of my jewellery. I am very samey when it comes to my jewellery, so maybe this is going to be a good thing and it will encourage me to kind of like change it up a little bit more. Just kind of how the pearl necklace has, like obviously I only ever wore my diamond one before, whereas now I've been wearing the pearl a little bit more. I'm sometimes layering it up where I've got 2 necklaces on with the pearl, which I do really like as well. And don't forget, actually, I still have my Monica Vinader discount code. So many of you guys have been messaging me saying that you've been using it to get yourself 20% off, which makes me so happy. I've had so many of you tagging me on Instagram and sending me photos of what you bought yourself, which I love to see. So keep tagging me, keep letting me know what you picked up, because I'm just so happy that I can give you this discount, because 20% off somewhere like Monica Vinader is such an amazing saving, and they've got such high quality jewellery, so to be able to get it at a discount is such a great one. So I will leave a link down below to Monica Vinader. Make sure to go through that link, because it applies the discount automatically. Otherwise, I've said this before, but otherwise you'll have to put Ellie 20 at checkout, which isn't a big deal, but there's nothing worse than when you add everything up and then you forget to add the code at checkout. So if you go through my link, it will do it automatically. So I'll leave that down below in the description box. So keep tagging me, let me know what you're picking up with my discount code, or what you're treating yourself to, and what jewellery you're buying. Well, I think it's safe to say that this has been a big old video full of lots of updates and lots of unplanned kind of spare of the moment purchases, which you guys know I don't normally do. I'm normally very good at like making sure that things are planned and like I've got like a vision and like I've thought about it. There's been lots of things that I haven't really have kind of just bought off the bat, but I just don't normally do that, and I feel like these aren't purchases that I'm going to regret. So yeah, if you also have an Apple Watch and you know a really good place to get a strap, let me know down below in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Give me links, give me names. I'm such a novice when it comes to this watch. I really don't know what I'm doing, so I will get the hang of it eventually. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed seeing all the new updates, enjoyed unboxing my new baby with me, seeing some new home bits, some new transitional outfits. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I know I sound like such a stuck record, but I know a lot of you guys who come back and watch these videos regularly don't always hit that subscribe button, and I just want to know, it really helps me out if you do, just so that I know that you want to come back for more. And it also will mean that you don't miss a single video, because you'll get the videos in your subscription box. So I would absolutely love it if you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.